Hello, my friends, and welcome back. My friend, Chechen fantastic leader Kadyrov is back in business. He's at it again. This one is a funny article, but he's not joking. He's serious about it. So this article comes from Ukrainska Pravda from September 21st, 2022. Chechen leader threatens 20 women detained at anti-war rally in Chechnya, their children and husbands to be sent to fight in Ukraine. Ramzan Kadyrov, the leader of the Chechen Republic, said that the 15 to 20 women who took part in an anti-war rally in the city of Grozny, the capital of Chechnya, have been detained. They are being threatened with their husbands and sons being sent to fight in Ukraine. Oh my. Details. Kadyrov wrote that the sons of the three of the women are already taking part in hostilities in Ukraine. For two of them, these are their only sons. Quote from Kadyrov: "At first, we said that if they only had one son, we wouldn't take them. I don't know how it happened that two of them sent their only sons. Another 15 to 20 women who were paid a pittance by European organizations." Kadyrov is insinuating that the women were paid to take part in the anti-war demonstration, were also at the rally. When they were asked why they were at the square at the rally today, they started asking questions about property, utilities, and social issues. I told them that if their men cannot provide for a dignified life today and tomorrow, these men have to be deployed in a special military operation. The Russian government's euphemism for the blah blah blah. Okay, so punishment. You're not a prosperous family, you go to fight. Kadyrov has not provided any evidence that the women received payments from European organizations. He doesn't have to. He called on the residents of Chechnya to refrain from attending anti-war protests. He said that those who will join the protest despite his plea will be deemed enemies of the people. Enemies of the people. Oh my. Kadyrov wants to send them to the area where fights are taking place, to man up. The Chechen leader also claimed that in Chechnya there has not been a single case of refusal to participate in the war, and all the soldiers deployed in Ukraine went of their own accord. Well, we'll see. So if you don't behave, we're going to send your men and children to fight in Ukraine. Well, that reminds me of a legend that has to do with Vlad the Impaler. These guys are talking about being Dracula and so on. I mean, he was the inspirational character of Dracula, of Bram Stoker. So this is what it is. Vlad, the king of Wallachia, he went to Romania, whatever, in future, like his kingdom. He was riding with his, bodyguards, I want to call them, and to the countryside and to see what's going on. Like inspecting. And then he was, while he was click on his horse, he saw a man working in the field, and his shirt was ripped. When he was working, click, claw, claw, Vlad stopped, saw the guy's shirt ripped, and he said, "Hey, what's going on? Why is your shirt unkept? Why is it ripped? Where is your wife?" Because, the wives were supposed to sew it. He said, "Where's your wife?" "Well, she's at home. Send for her to be here." So they brought her there and said, "What's going on? Look at your man. He works hard here. And is that the way you keep him? His clothes are all, flimsy and unkept and ripped and so on." So he impaled her. And after he impaled her, he went took him to in the village, and he found a wife for him. And after he found a wife for him, he took that wife, Vlad took that wife and said, you see, if you don't take care of your man, that's the way you're gonna end up. So this is Ramzan Kadyrov. If you can't take care of your family, you should go and fight in the war because you're no good or something. So this is how Vlad the Impaler saw justice occurring. He was a strange kind of guy. The legend says that Vlad, he was drinking from golden cups, wine and so on, and then he placed one big golden cup by in his capital, by the well, in the marketplace, the center of the town. Usually the medieval towns, and still right now if you go in Europe, they have a well where you go and you get water for your horse and you drink water and so on. That's how it used to be now, obviously. So he put a big golden cup over there and he said, if I drink out of a golden cup, everybody should drink out of a golden cup. And he didn't put anybody to guard the golden cup. He just left it over there. Nobody dared to steal it. And the legend says that the first day after he died, that golden cup disappeared. The Romanian must have been fast with the news. There are many legends about Vlad, and very strange, some of them. But anyway, this Kadyrov reminds me to a certain extent of some Romanian traditions and Romanian mentality. I gotta say it. So another story was that there were some emissaries from the Turks sent to Vlad, to his castle, to the capital, and Vlad the Impaler, received them over there. And then after he received them over there, they didn't take their turbans off, because when you go in a room, you take your hat off, in a house, in a castle. But these guys did not take their turbans off. So Vlad said, why don't you take your turbans off in front of me, and you're in a room, what's going on? And the guy said, well, we're not supposed to have our heads uncovered. That's by Allah, we don't want to offend Allah, and so on. And I said, so what if outside is windy, and by chance the wind blows away your turban? Then your head is going to be uncovered and you're going to insult and offend Allah. So he ordered some of his buddies to show up with some big nails, and he nailed the turbans, the nails in the turbans in their heads. And he said, just to want to make sure that the wind will not blow the turbans off your heads, so you will not insult Allah. They died, obviously. So this is what Vlad used to do, among many other things. All right, I can tell you stories. Maybe I make a video like this with legends about Vlad the Impaler, which, by the way, he was, and he still is, my how should I put it, favorite king. I like him very much. He was a very just man, as you can tell. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.